Hi, it's Saturday the 1st of June and thank you for coming back to my channel. I'm just back from group. I've literally just walked in the door from group and well, I'm going to talk about my week straight away because it's quite a different week from the week I would normally choose to have. And that's because after 4 years of doing this plan, in fact 4 years and a month, something happened this week that hasn't happened before. It was a first while I've been doing this plan. And that was, I just didn't want to do it. And I don't usually feel like that. In fact, I'd go so far as to say I never feel like that. But this week, I just, for want of a better expression, could not be arsed. That doesn't mean my meals have been bad, because I'm happy with, that's the way I eat. I don't look to run out and buy takeaways, and I don't go to the chippy inn. And I'm not bothered about chips and bread and stuff like that. I eat food that I love anyway. So in fact, that might be what saved me this week. But apart from my meals, my 3 meals a day, I have eaten probably my body weight in chocolate, cake, bread, biscuits, crisps. I've eaten 3 big bags of crisps this week and I haven't had crisps for 3 years plus. I don't know where any of this came from, and I'm only here this morning because I need to be honest. I could quite easily have said, don't want to make a vlog today, don't want to go to group today, can't be asked. But I know I can be asked because I'm feeling better today, my head's in a better place. And I think that's because I made a decision that I would vlog today, and I made a decision that I would go to group today. But if you have a problem with trigger foods, you may not want to watch this video because I'm going to talk about my problem with food. And that might include naming some foods and some triggers that could upset your journey, and I wouldn't want to do that, not for a minute. So please feel free to click off if you don't want to hear talk about triggers and old behaviours. So a week off plan basically, because I was. So I can say my meals were okay, but when the rest of what I was eating wasn't okay, then I'm not on plan. And I wasn't flexi-sinning, I wasn't counting sins, and I think if I did I'd even shock myself. Because I reckon that yesterday I probably had 300 sins, and that's not exaggerating. When I fall off the wagon, I am a compulsive overeater, I am a binge eater, I am a very greedy person around sugar and around fatty foods and things like that. And the one thing I didn't do this week, and that was actually quite a miracle, I didn't buy pork pie. We were in Asda. It got as far as the basket, didn't it, Joe? Mm-hmm. And then, before we went to the tills, I chose to go and put it back. What the hell was I doing? Why the hell was I doing it? Do you know, if I knew that and I had an answer to all of this that I could easily give to you, I'd be a millionairess. Or I'd be coming up with a better plan than Margaret Miles Bramwell. I don't believe there is a cure for people like me. I don't believe my eating will ever be normal. I do believe I can make choices, and most of the time I can make good choices. But this week, and I won't say it shocked me, because shock's the wrong word, it surprised me that I could wake up one morning and think, I've lost the plot. Where's it gone? Come back, Slimming World, all is forgiven. It just went away. Totally went away. Now, whether it's because of some of the stuff I addressed last week, and I opened up a hornet's nest for myself, and I did say I maybe need to look for some counselling around some of these subjects and that. And I do believe that when I focus on things like the Slim for Life book, where it implies that eventually I will be normal, there's a rebel inside me that says, no, I bloody won't. Because I know I'm not normal around food. If I'd been normal around food, I'd never have got to 22 stone. Because most people who have a problem with weight and want to go to Slimming World have 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, 6, 7 stone they want to lose. I had 13 stone to lose, and that means a lot of overeating for a lot of years to get to that stage, you know? And I just know I'm never going to be normal around food, and I think maybe sometimes there's this little compulsion in myself to beat myself up because I'm not normal. Who wants to be normal? Normal's boring. I'm not normal in most ways, and it don't worry me, but the food thing, and was I kidding myself? Did I believe it had all gone away? Was I a different person? No, I'm not. And I'm making this video today to just say that I am still the same Jane who started a weight loss journey on the 8th of March 2010. I am still the same Jane. And I have still got those same old stupid ideas and same compulsions and same obsessions and same greedy actions. And if I don't stick to this plan, and I'm talking about what I do, not what you need to do, I'm not judging what anybody else does. If I don't stick to this plan, then I'm going to lose it big time. And I think this week I have probably been one of the luckiest women on this bloody planet. Because the weight gain I got this morning, which I'll tell you about in a minute, is not what I deserved. I deserved 10 times that. Didn't I, Joe?
Yeah.
I mean, I've just come home and told you my results. I deserve more than that. And if I'm not careful and if I don't stop it, it'll catch up with me next week. But anyway, that's been my week. I've hit the supermarket, I've hit the chocolate aisle, I've hit the cake aisle, the pastries aisle, the ice cream aisle, and I don't even really like ice cream. You name it. This week, I've eaten bread, which I don't usually do. I haven't eaten pasta, I didn't fall that far. But pork pie got into my shopping basket and then, by the grace of God, got out again. Where on earth am I thinking am I going? What am I thinking about doing? I just don't know. I just lost the plot. Totally lost the plot. And now I have a better understanding of when other people lose it. Because that hasn't happened to me for 4 years and 1 month. For 4 years and 1 month, you can't call that the honeymoon period, but for 4 years and 1 month I have been really, really happily doing this plan. And I do feel today I'm back on it. I'm not worried today. I feel like I've woken up as my normal self today. So, right, Joe, I've got a few headings I wanted to just run through.
Milk.
Proper milk.
Yeah.
Last week I was talking about milk. I think I'm making too big a deal of it. My milk that I really enjoy, Coconut Professional, the Alpro Coconut Professional, used to be a Healthy Extra A. That's when I got into drinking it at Costa. It was 400 mils for a Healthy Extra A. And it suited me down to the ground because I don't use cow's milk. Right, so in their wisdom, one of the Slimming World recommendations, and I'm saying that like that because it is a recommendation, as I've been told at group this morning by a standing consultant, all of these things are only recommendations. Yeah, I get sick of hearing that. I'm in one of those moods today. So, okay, so my Healthy Extra A was taken away with the changes at New Year. And I think a lot of those changes were a bit unfair on people who don't do dairy, because a lot of the nut milks and things were taken away. And for me, I don't want to drink cow's milk, it gives me bellyache, so why would I go there? I want to drink coconut milk. I've tried every coconut milk I can find on the market, this is the only one I really like. And I'm going to bloody drink it. And I'm going to count it as an A choice, and I don't care whether people like that or they don't, because it's my business, my journey, my life. I am going to go back to what I was doing last year and the year before, and possibly the year before that, which was counting 400 mils of Alpro Professional coconut milk as a Healthy Extra A. The milk hasn't changed, the packaging hasn't changed, Alpro hasn't changed, just Slimming World changed it. And it was all to do with their calcium levels. Well, I get plenty of calcium from lots of other places, and I'm sure this is fortified anyway. So that's what I'm going to do. It might not be on the website, it might not be in the book, but if I don't do it, I'm falling off plan big time. Because this week, I think that was one of the contributing factors that I was not using my coconut milk. Right, so that's a confession. I'm breaking the rules, big deal. The other thing I did this week, which was total bloody insanity, I had a shopping delivery, excuse me, I'm a bit wound up today, shopping delivery from Ocado last Saturday, and in my wisdom I had ordered, was it 10 or 12 bottles?
It was a lot.
It was a lot, it's still most of it's in the kitchen. 10 or 12 2-litre bottles of different diet fizzy drinks, which is something I've talked about in the past. I don't drink diet drinks. I have a Diet Coke once in a blue moon if the pub hasn't got any. If it's only got Fever Tree tonic, I'll have a Diet Coke or a vodka and Diet Coke, because I don't like Fever Tree tonic. I don't like having to sin it, but I don't actually like the taste. It tastes like soda water. But that's another story, and that's only my opinion. So I order all these, I think it was 12 2-litre bottles, And what I'm going to do, I'm going to be really careful with my milk. I'm going to stop all the Alpro coconut milk. I'm going to drink Diet Fizzy Pop. Everybody else does. I hate that phrase. I don't mean to say it. Everybody else doesn't. People do what they choose. So this is in my head. Everybody else drinks Fizzy Pop. Why shouldn't I? Well, I've drunk less than one bottle because some went down the sink. Did you open one bottle?
Yeah.
And the rest of it's still sitting in the kitchen. So I'll be giving that away. That wasn't doing me any good at all because it was just making me crave sweet stuff. And I think I was trying to replace the sweetness of my milk with the sweetness of Fizzy Pop and sending my head wappy. I've had a headache all week just at the thought of it. And I think that all week I've been dehydrated because if I can't drink the coffee that I like with the milk that I like, then I can go all day and not drink because I'm never thirsty. I mean, I'm standing here now and I've only had a small cup of water in group. I'm not at all thirsty. I'm dying for a wee, but I'm not at all thirsty. And I think I need to be careful because I could get very dehydrated very easily because I don't drink a lot, do I, Joe?
No.
And he's always telling me, just drink some water. I can stand there with a drink of water in my hand. I don't want it. I just don't want it. Anyway, that's milk, Fizzy Pop. The Fizzy Pop's going, the milk's coming back, and I'm going to count it as 400 mils for an A choice. And it was working. I was losing weight, maintaining my weight, gaining a fraction, losing a fraction, staying in target, because I wasn't playing around. So that's that one. Next heading, joggers and jeans. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, I generally wear jeans or proper tailored trousers. But I have got a pair of really nice jogging bottoms. They were a size 8. But I realised this week, when I was getting up in the morning, getting my shower, whatever, because I was overeating every day, kept putting on the jogging bottoms. Now those jogging bottoms that are size 8, I swear, if you had loosened the tie and stretched the waistband because they were stretchy, I reckon I could gain 2 stone and still be wearing those jogging bottoms. The jeans I'm wearing, these are a size 10, right? If I gained half a stone, I probably couldn't fasten these jeans or they'd be too tight on my backside. It's an indicator, it's a warning. I never wear leggings for the simple reason that I used to wear leggings when I was size 26. Leggings grew with me. I got into wearing leggings when I was pregnant with Joe and they just grew with me. And then afterwards I would just buy the stretchiest growing pair of leggings I could. I don't want to go there because that won't help me. Some people love them and they look great on them. They don't suit me anyway, but I don't want clothes that can stretch and be forgiving. I've purposely just been in my wardrobe and put this top on because this top is not forgiving. It's got no give in it at all. And I thought I could tell by that top how I'm feeling about my clothes. And I have to say to you, I've got bumps and bulges at the back that I don't usually have and I'm not comfortable. Right, so jeans and joggers. The joggers have gone. I literally put them in the bin last night because I don't want to go there. I can't get into using things like that against myself, and I know I will, because if they were a size 8 jogger and I could gain 2 stone and still be wearing them, what's to stop me buying a size 10? Still saying, look at me, aren't I clever, wearing a size 10? Oh, but gosh, I've put another 2 stone on. And I know how suddenly I can wake up one morning and be 4 or 5 stone heavier. And I know from experience, because I've done it so many times, and I'm bloody well not going to do it again. I'm not. And the only person who can stop me is me. Right, my next heading, I think, YouTube Slimming World.
Yeah.
Had a serious talk to myself last night, and I was talking to Joe as well. Which is more important to me today, YouTube or Slimming World? Because I was in a place last night where I said to Joe, if I've gained big time tomorrow, like I think I have, I'm going to scrap my history at Slimming World, I'm going to rejoin, I'm going to sit in the new members talk and I'm going to start again before it gets out of hand. So say I'm £10 over my actual target or whatever, I'm going to start again before it gets out of hand because I'm sick of saying draw the line, start again, but not really ever changing anything. Just I'm still in the same journey. I can't do that. I needed a short, sharp shock. When I got to group this morning, we had a standing consultant because our consultant's been blessed with a holiday from a husband that she wasn't expecting. So she wasn't at group today. And as soon as the standing consultant was there, and she's a lovely lady, I thought, no, I don't want to sit in the new members talk today. So I'm just going to go and get weighed, and I'm going to face the gain on the scales, and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to listen at group, and I'm going to do what I should do, which is Slimming World. Right, so I did that. I got weighed, sat down at the group, and I've never sat in a group before with so much confusion. We talked about SP, we talked about calories, we talked about not sinning things that you could sin because of stupid 20-calorie rules, and the whole thing. By the end of the group, I had a headache. I was thinking, this is just total confusion. Total confusion. Nothing at all that was truly coming out of that book. And I know for me, the only way I got to Target, and I'm 3.5 years at Target next weekend, if I'm in Target next weekend, the only way I got here was by doing what it said in the book, not doing my version of it, or a standing consultant's version of it, or even a version that my consultant made up. My consultant does it by the book, and that's how I do it. Right? YouTube is really important to me because it gives me a bit of a hobby, it gives me a purpose, it helps me to journal my journey, because I can't have a written journal being blind, because my written journal would be spoken out loud on my computer, so there's no privacy, no confidentiality, it all becomes very public because anybody else in the house can listen to it too. And I'm not saying that Joe would want to listen to it or have a tendency to eavesdrop it or anything like that, but it's not private when it's spoken out loud like that. So this is my journal, and you might say, but this is not private. But actually, if I can't come on here and speak the truth about my journey, I'm keeping secrets. And if I'm keeping secrets, I'll eat over them, because I'm only as sick as my secrets. So actually making these vlogs really helps me. Not because I think I'm accountable to anybody who watches them. I'm not. I'm not putting any responsibility on any of you to keep me in Target. But because I verbalise what I'm thinking, I put it out there, it's got to be the truth. Because if I'm not going to tell the truth, somebody's going to catch me out, and it'll be one of my friends or family who watches this video and says, that's not actually what really happens, Jane. So I've got to tell the truth on here. But I haven't got to make these videos. And if once I thought making a video was getting in the way of my weight loss or my weight maintenance journey, then it would stop. And last night I was on the verge of just pinning a message up this morning saying I might be back in a month. But today I feel like being here. Today I've got something to say that I feel is relevant. Today I've had an interesting journey in my Slimming World journey. I've had an interesting week this week that has been quite an eye-opener, because it's a place I didn't think I would end up. So Slimming World for YouTube, which comes first? Slimming World every time. And if this was damaging my weight loss journey, I would have to stop. I really would have to stop. One of the things I've done this week is literally turned off my iPad and reduced what I watch on weight loss. Because just lately we're having more time in the house because we've not been out and about as much because of Joe's situation. I'm not blaming Joe for this, it's a fact of life. Because I've had more time on my hands, I have been surfing around or trawling around YouTube and finding loads of dieting videos to watch. Not all Slimming World, some calories, some Weight Watchers, some whatever. And you know what? I'm not the only person out there with problems, and I can't watch it. I just can't keep watching it, because all I'm doing is saturating myself in what has been such a big problem to me for so many years. So I'm having a week off YouTube. I'm having a week off watching it. I won't be answering my comments this week, and that's not because I don't care about the people who comment. It's because I need a week off. So if you're kind enough to leave me a comment, please forgive me. I will not be replying this week. My iPad is off, and it's staying off for a week. And it's not because I don't appreciate the interaction. It's just that at the moment, my total focus has to be on being on plan 100%. And that's all I want to think about. I want to just get myself back into the right place. So thank you in advance for any comments you leave, and I will read them eventually, but it won't be this week. Okay. Next heading.
On plan, off plan.
Yeah. I've often said in my
Oh,
videos...
sorry, you're at 20 minutes as well.
Okay. I've often said in my videos, and this is video 175, I've often said in those videos, or this is week 175, I believe I'm either on plan or off plan. There's no, that's it. I'm all or nothing. And just lately I've watched a lot of videos from different people I respect on YouTube and that, who say, you know, you can't be off plan. It's different degrees, or you're either up, you know, you're up or you're down, or as a pendulum, or there's an effect where your flex is sinning, or you... That might apply to those people who make those videos. That's their journey, and I respect that. It doesn't apply to my journey. My journey is I am either on plan or I am off plan. Because my head is so crazy that I can fool myself that it's okay. Last night, I'm going to list what I ate. I ate 3 Haagen-Dazs ice cream lollipops with peanuts in, followed by 6 jam tarts topped with coconut, followed by a mini, what's about that big, Victoria sandwich with fresh cream and jam, followed by, what else did I eat, Joe? 2 shortbread.
I don't know, you've been worse than that on other nights.
Yep.
Last night was pretty good, in all honesty, because you were getting
2
weighed
big
today.
shortbread biscuit things with chocolate in, followed by a £2 bar of whole nut. I mean, £2 in money, not £2 in weight. I'm sure there was more than that. But every day this week I've done that. At least that, and some days more, haven't I, Joe?
Yeah, some days it's been 2 tubs of ice cream.
Yeah.
And
twice.
And share packs of crisps.
The
And
big-
sausage rolls.
I had a sausage roll, which I haven't had a sausage roll for 4 years. Crisps this week, I haven't had crisps for 3 or 4 years.
And bread and cheese.
Bread and cheese. I'm trying to think. This is the bit I say about triggers. I don't like to list food, but I want you to know how bad it's been. I want to be honest. I haven't been eating a cake, I've been eating a box of cakes. Oh, one night I had a little pack which was 9 mini red velvet cupcakes. I ate all 9, one after the other. I wish I'd never bloody discovered red velvet cake. I didn't know it tasted like chocolate. It's red, I thought it'd be fruity. Anyway, that's another story. That's how bad I've been. That's how bad I've been, and I'm not trying to hide it. So I go to group this morning. I'm talking to the lovely lady who took me to the scales. I'm telling her, I need to get this out of my system. I need a fresh start. I thought about rejoining. And I said to Joe before I went to group this morning, I'm expecting an 8 or 10 pound gain. Because the other week I gained 6, didn't I? And I'd hardly done anything. And then another week I gained 7 and I'd hardly done anything. And then this week I have been like the crazy woman from hell and I gained 2 pounds. And I know that's not a true weigh-in because my clothes are tight, my belly's bigger, my bra's tight, I've got an overhang at the back, which I don't usually have. I know that's not a true weigh-in. But then a lot of what I ate on the Thursday and Friday hasn't had a chance to show on my body yet. I'm not silly. I know that my body's still processing a lot of what I ate. And I know that if I'm not 100% back on plan from today until next Saturday, I'll get another gain next week. And I don't want that because currently I'm 1.5 pounds over target. So I need to lose 1.5 pounds minimum next week to get back into target. It's not a good place to be. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. And why did I do it? Because I'm insane around food. Did I enjoy it? Some of it. Do I regret it? No. It's taught me a good lesson. I'm not proud of what I've done. I'm not going to say I regret it because that's just going to pile on the guilt and make me want to do it again. I'm not going to do it again. But I'm not saying that to give you the responsibility of stopping me. I'm saying that because it's true. I can't keep doing this or I won't be standing here in a pair of size 10 jeans. I'll be standing here in a pair of size 26 jeans. And believe me, that's not a nice look on somebody who's 5'2". It never did suit me. So, yeah, that's it. That's been my week. It's been shit. But, what can I say? I'm telling the truth. I'm not going to disappear for a fortnight, not vlog, not tell you what I weigh. Today I weigh 9 stone 4.5 pounds, which to some people might seem like not a lot. My target is 9 stone. I like to be under that. I'm not going to play around this week. I'm going to do a plan. So I'll be back next Saturday and we'll see what results I get. I'm not expecting a major loss because some of the food I've ate still hasn't gone on. But we'll see. If I can lose half a pound, I'd be happy. I don't desperately have to get back into Tiger. I don't mind paying. I just don't want to go up any further because this is the heaviest I've been in 18 months, year. I think I've been briefly up to about 9 stone 4, but it's not where I like to be. I am not comfortable in my clothes today. I'm not comfortable in my body today, and I'm not staying here. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you want to comment, thank you for that. But I'm having a week off YouTube, so if I don't respond, it's not because I'm being rude. I have pre-warned you. Okay, I really care about a lot of people who watch me because some of you have become really good friends. I know you're there for me. And Carol and Jeremy Roper, you two are saints. Because Carol literally saved me on Wednesday night. She saved me from myself on Wednesday night by sending a text, reaching out at exactly the right moment. And we had a very good conversation and we're both back in the game. And I really just want to say thanks, Carol. Thanks, Jeremy. God sent you on Wednesday night. You know he did. Right, we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.